Hello, I'm Edgar, owner and creator of Tacos Los Gordos. So originally I'm from California, and it was hard to find good Mexican food down here. The closest thing I found was in New York, and having to travel 2 hours every time I wanted tacos was kind of, got a little difficult for, so, you know, um, and that's where the idea grew of like making something happen here where it was close, like to home for me, without having to go 2 hours away. So I worked really hard. I started my career here as a chef and worked my way up to executive chef, and I did my thing here in Connecticut to eventually open this place up. 2 years ago, I left my job and I said I'm gonna open something up, and I opened this place up. And ever since then, we've done really good. People have received us very well around here. People come from New York to try my tacos now, and they've come from all over Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, everywhere. And things have been great. And what we do is very authentic Mexican food. So everything we do from scratch. We mill our corn. We start with the nixtamalization, and for our masa, for corn tortillas, everything. We use Mexican produce for our cilantro, our limes, avocados, everything literally connected to Mexico. And we try to introduce new things here that people haven't tried before. But yeah, that was like one of my biggest things, was feeling close to home, being so far. We're from Orange County, California, and it's so close literally to Mexico. Is maybe 45 minutes. And I just didn't feel that here. So I brought it here. And I also wanted to share that with people, like our culture is so beautiful. Our food is delicious. Who doesn't love Mexican food? So it all was from the idea of just being close to home. We have so many dishes. We have so many different type of tacos, and each one representing a state in Mexico. We have something from Oaxaca, from Michoacan, Tijuana, Mexico City. And everything has done so well here. Our customers love us. We have a lot of regulars here. I started cooking, so it was me and my brother. And my mom was a single parent, so she had to work most of the time. So she was so busy with work, and so somebody had to basically cook. So that's where I literally stuck around my mom when the times that she could cook for us, because it was very hard being the single parent, trying to raise two boys. It was so I stuck around, and every time she was able to cook, I sat right by her and I watched everything she did. And I was around 13 years old. That's when I first started cooking. All the food I made tasted awful, but at least we ate something, And then from there, I got into working at a small Italian place, and they had a little kitchen, and that's where I met Rosie was her name. She was a great woman, and I was washing dishes, and as she prepped the lasagna, she made meatballs, she made marinara sauce, and I would just turn around and watch her. And one day she just offered to you guys, do you want to help me? I don't know if she was being aggressive or anything, but I was like, yeah, sure. So I started helping her with just putting ricotta on the lasagna, smashing the tomatoes, things like that. And then that's where my passion for cooking started. And I once I got to do this, a love grew for it. I fell in love with the whole idea of cooking, and I did it more and more, and I practiced it. And I started as a cook. I worked my way up the line, and then I moved down here to Connecticut. I started working at a kitchen from the bottom, and I worked my way up again, and then I just became executive chef. They hired me several places to help them open the restaurant, create their menus. I've done pretty well. I'm very proud of myself. You know, at the end of the day, it was a struggle, but you know, I think the passion, the fire in me, helped me a lot. You know, get up there. I have a long-term goal, which is opening a fine dining Mexican, but I wanted to start off with something like tacos. You know, something because, like I said, I traveling 2 hours to go get good tacos, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that can relate. Being from California, believe it or not, there's a lot of people down here from the West Coast, especially in New Haven, because you have Yale, and they all miss home. So when I opened here, they heard about us, and they're like, dude, you are the closest thing we have to home. Like, every time we come in here, we feel like we're back home, and they're so grateful for us, you know, and we're grateful for them, most of all. You know, but I honestly, I didn't think we were gonna hit it like we hit it. Like, we hit it like kind of big, to be honest with you. We are pretty popular around, yeah. And it's only been a year and a half, almost like a year. There's a saying that there is no great chef without a good team, and that is really true. You know, because they are the ones that take care of your business while you're away, while you're sick. You know, I have the greatest team. They put all their heart and soul into our food, just as much as I do. They have such a passion for what they do. You know, and I'm very grateful for every kitchen worker out there. You know, you guys are amazing. You guys are doing a great job. And I know the industry is tough, but greater things will come. You know, thank you.